Hey there. Today I'm going to have a rematch against Evan, but this time with Kingpin versus his Web Warriors. My name is Nate, and welcome to the Gamers Guild. So, for those of you who watched the Avengers vs. Defenders video, well, you know what happened. So a rematch was in order after that game, and I figured who better to put it to the Defenders of New York than the Kingpin of crime and his syndicate. Unfortunately, Evan did get priority and made a really smart choice with the objective selection by choosing the Secures and picking the Spider Portals objective. This is a really big deal because it negates Kingpin's leadership bonus because I can't secure this objective to score it. It is all about interacting with those objectives to flip it to your side. And as such, Kingpin's leadership ability just doesn't interact with it. As well, the Web Warriors are a pretty mobile group that can take advantage of their mobility to hop from one of these objectives to the other. The extract I chose was the Skrull Infiltrator in hopes of both slowing down the scoring of the game and to try to deny the Web Warriors the ability to reroll and modify skulls by just being near objectives by making there only be one of them for them to go and get. Evan ended up selecting the 18 threat value, and with that, I'll just let him share what he has brought.
Alright, so for today's game, I have brought the Web Warriors. I went with all four of the actual members of the Web Warriors, the two Spider-Mans, Ghost Spider, and Venom. And then as my final character, I brought Daredevil. So I'm excited to try out Daredevil. He's kind of the shiny new toy of the group, so I'm looking forward to trying him. And I think he'll actually work pretty well with the Web Warriors. I think having the defensive rerolls to hopefully roll into some blanks will be nice, or any results. And I think he maybe will provide a little bit more offense than some of the other Web Warriors. And then of course he has the baton pole that can kind of play with what the others are trying to do as well. So I'm pretty excited to try that. For my tactics cards, I brought Lethal Protector, Field Dressing, Extreme Conditioning, Web Barrier, and all webbed up. Got some of the Web Warriors in there to try to get a little bit more board control. Field Dressing just because it's a solid one to have, and Extreme Conditioning. Extra mobility is never a bad thing, especially with a short mover like Venom. And then of course Lethal Protector for Venom might be able to save some of my other characters. So yeah, looking forward to it and excited to go up against the new Criminal Syndicate.
Alright, so that's Evan's team of Web Warriors. For my Criminal Syndicate, I have Kingpin, Taskmaster, and MODOK in affiliation, along with Black Panther and Okoye, aiding after a bit of blackmail. My hope is for either MODOK or Panther to grab the scroll early, and if not, to be able to use my illicit network to get it into the hands of one of my more defensive characters quickly. MODOK should be able to make short work of any of my opponent's characters if Evan happens to find it first. Hopefully it just won't be on the other side of the table from MODOK. For tactic cards, I brought Field Dressing and Medpack as my restricted cards, along with Cruelty, All According to Plan, and Advanced R&D. Now that you know the list, let's take a look at the board. All of the plants will be size 1, the cars, dumpsters, and the sentinel head that might be hinting at things to come are all size 2, then the trees and newsstands are all going to be size 3. With that out of the way, let's get into deployment and the game. Alright, so coming to you all with deployment, I've got Black Panther over here on the Daily Bugle facing off against Daredevil, and they're really the only ones on this side of the map. Evan had priority and really loaded up this side of the table with all of his Web Warriors. So in response, I kind of needed to line up all of my Criminal Syndicate plus Okoye to bodyguard any shenanigans that might be happening. So with that, we will get into round number 1 with Evan having that sweet, sweet priority.
Okay, I'm going to start with Daredevil over on my left side here and try to get out to a early lead on the portals. So he's going to move and then move again and take advantage of this tree for cover. Try to anyway. So I'll get to about there. And then I'm going to spend a power to interact with the portal that's underneath the citizen there.
Absolutely.
So that's going to be his energy defense, which is 3.
Yep, looking for 3 successes. No successes and a skull.
All right.
Which is going to be me getting to place Daredevil within range 2 of his current position. Oh boy. Let me think about that. All right, so after thinking about it, Panther wants to be able to get that objective himself. And so definitely I was always going to have Daredevil off of it. But also, since Evan will probably still have priority going in the next round, making it so he has to move for him to come and fight me is probably the better bet. Daredevil's whip is now overlapping the dice tray. All right. And anything else Daredevil's doing?
Nope, unfortunately that's all he can do, so he's done.
All right, I'm going to go on the opposite side of the board since Black Panther doesn't really have anything to worry about over there. Taskmaster is going to move once and then move an additional time as I knock some tokens around. But mostly just going to get him up as far as he can. And then we're going to roll on the portal, not the scroll agent as well. Hopefully my dice are a little bit better than Evan's here. Taskmaster has his 3 energy defense. Gets it in spades, but you do get to teleport him as well. So I will claim at least temporary claim over that portal. Where would you like to teleport him to?
All right. Range 2, correct?
I was supposed to have got a 2 there.
Yeah, perfect. Let's go back towards me, I guess.
Unfortunate, but makes sense.
There we go.
And that will be Taskmaster done.
Okay, next up I'm going to go with Gwen, and she is going to hopefully do a little bit better at getting this portal, so she's just going to move just about here, I guess, and then we will spend a power.
Absolutely.
And she also has a 3 energy defense, so here we go.
Man.
Still nothing, and the skull. All right.
Betrayal at its finest.
Yeah.
If you could just range to her directly, like as far away from this side of the board. So I guess back, yeah, that way.
Okay. Can do that.
Aha.
All right, and then for her second action, I think I'll just have her start to move back over that way. I was gonna park her up on that building, but
Just a little bit shy now.
yeah, but I'll just still park her behind it, I think, just so she has
Okay.
some cover and such. So
Makes sense.
right there, and that's gonna be it for her.
Alright, so my turn's going to be not what I was originally planning on doing, but Taskmaster got teleported off the point. Okoye is going to move up once, and then twice. Just want her to be able to be within 1 and contesting that point, so it's a little bit harder for the spiders to pick it up. And since she has a power, we'll go ahead and burn it and see if we can get a crit for the Scroll Infiltrator. No such luck, but worth a shot. And that is Okoye done.
All right, I'm gonna go with Venom next, and we're just gonna walk him as fast as he can up the board. So we'll go there, and looks like he will be able to get within range 1, so I actually think I'll back him up just a little bit.
Yeah.
Up there. And he will spend a power and attempt to find the scroll. So it's 2 dice, right?
Yep, 2 dice, looking for a crit.
Nope.
Nope.
All right, that's Venom.
All right. I'm going to go with Kingpin. He is going to move up. We'll just stay within that range 1 to be able to spend a power and roll 3 dice. And now I'm rolling like Evan. Evan, you can place me within range 2 of a place of your choice. Where's Kingpin going?
I think I'm actually gonna just make him go back.
Absolutely.
Make him go all that way again. So something like that.
Absolutely. Which means Kingpin's second action is going to be a very sad moving back up. And that will be the Kingpin done.
All right, well, I've been putting it off for a while, but I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go with Peter Parker. And he's going to come up, and probably won't matter if I get a skull, but stay as far back as possible.
Absolutely.
And spend a power to attempt to get the portal.
All right, going for the portal. So you do need 2 successes because Okoye is there blocking for me.
Yep. So, rolling 3.
Don't get a skull, but you also don't get control of the portal.
All right, well, not the worst thing that could happen, so.
Yep. And right now, if the round was to end right now, it would just be 1-0.
Real exciting.
This is going to be a slow game. All right, so I'm going to go with Black Panther. He's just going to double move. If you think I am cheating and that Black Panther cannot do this in 2 long moves, well, you can think that. He's then going to spend his 1 power to interact with yet another portal. 3 dice. And gets it in spades.
And no skulls.
No skulls as well. So that will be another portal controlled by the Crime Syndicate. And that will be Black Panther done.
All right, well, I need to get some points. So I'm going to have Miles just go over here. And hopefully he can do what the others have not been able to do. So looks like we'll go to about there. And
flip that portal.
there we go. He's got 3 energy defense as well. Got it, yeah?
Yep, he got it.
I didn't see that at first. I was getting nervous. All right.
So that'll be 1 for the Web Warriors.
Yep.
And that is all of your activations done.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, MODOK, slow as he is, thankfully has a nice ranged 4 attack, which Peter Parker is within range of. So we will do 1 move, and then we're going to do a Psionic Blast onto Peter Parker over there.
Okay.
So I've got 6 dice Mystical.
All right.
With 2 sap powers, not that I think it's going to matter, unfortunately.
Nope.
But 3 successes, which is nice.
All right, so no blanks. I don't get my normal spider sense because that's only physical energy, but I do get the leadership ability. So
Yep.
blocking 1, taking 2.
Taking 2 in total. That means MODOK will gain 2 power, and that will be the end of the round. All right, so going into turn number 2, the Crime Syndicate will have 2 hull points, while the Web Warriors will have 1. Yeah, it's going to be a long game.
All right, well, I'm going to start with Peter because if I don't, I think he's going to be in trouble. So first thing is I'm going to attempt to flip that portal again. So I'll spend a power and roll my 3 dice.
Absolutely. Needing 2 successes because Okoye is still guarding over it.
Yeah.
Got your 2 successes, so that will change over to the Web Warriors.
Okay, cool. And no skulls, which is
Also good.
also good. Next, I think I'm still going to have him get out of there. So he's going to move back behind this building here. And then I think we'll go ahead and do a strike onto Taskmaster.
Absolutely.
So
5 dice
5
versus
dice.
3.
Yep.
Taskmaster does have the Martial Artist, so he'll get to count his blanks.
Okay.
And pretty good hit, though.
Yep. Got 3.
Taskmaster blocks 3.
All right. Then I'm going to spend my last 2 power off of Peter to web line Taskmaster just to pull him a little ways out of the way. So we'll just kind of pull him. So he's not going to hit that building. So I guess just like that. So he'd hit Peter, I guess.
All right.
All right. That's Peter done.
All right, going to go ahead and go with Okoye. We will start by spending a power, try to flip that portal back over to the side I want it on. Very successfully. Taking back what you stole from me.
Yep.
Her second action is just going to be a little bit of repositioning, getting her within that range 4, but still a little bit behind the truck in case Venom comes to snack on her. And we are going to do a Vibranium Spear Blast. It's a energy 4-dice tack.
Okay.
So, not a lot of power behind it, but Venom doesn't have a lot of energy defense.
It's true.
I'll go ahead and do my reroll for her general status for 3 successes.
All right. My 2 energy, blocking 2.
Block 2, so you'll take 1, and she will gain a power. And I think this is a little bit risky, so I actually want her to keep her power instead of going for that Kree citizen again. So that'll be Okoye finished.
All right, so after talking out about 4 different scenarios, I think I've decided I'm going to go with Venom. He's going to move over the Sentinel head.
Absolutely.
And then spend 2 power for a web snare onto Black Panther. So that's a medium move. Medium push, which, there's my medium. So...
Gets them pretty far away.
yeah. So we'll kind of go maybe just something like that. And then with his second action, he will attack Black Panther with a symbiote tendrils.
All right.
So it's going to be 5 dice.
Black Panther has his 4, counting blanks because of his vibranium armor. Got the crit, so 3 successes in total.
Yep.
Panther blocks 3 on that first roll. Actually,
Alright.
blocks 4.
So no damage, but he will be bleeding.
All right.
And that's going to be it for Venom.
All right. Well, in retribution, Black Panther did not like getting moved off at that point, so we're going to take a strike at Venom. Not super successful, just 2 hits.
Okay.
Only the 1 block.
Got a
So
reroll.
dang it.
2.
All right, so no damage goes through. I do get to push him, so I'll just push him into the objects there. Then Black Panther's second action is just going to be a move. Plenty of room. We'll just get him back to where he was within 1. And he will take a point of bleeding damage, which is unfortunate. But before we do that, he will spend his power and see if he can get lucky with the Skrull Infiltrator. He does not, unfortunately. That will be Black Panther. Done.
All right, I'm going to go with Daredevil next, and he's just going to, obviously has plenty of movement there, so he's just going to go to within range 1, and, well, and within range 2 with Panther, so I think he's got both there. So we're going to start off with a strike onto Panther, which is 5 dice physical.
Absolutely. Panther's got his 4 dice.
Got 3.
3 again.
With
Get anything on the wild?
I do have a stun on the wild.
Nice. Panther will block 2 of the 3, so he'll take 1 damage.
All right.
And we'll also gain the stun special condition.
Okay. So that's going to give Daredevil a power. So the first thing he's going to do, since that brings his total up to 2, is to look for the scroll.
Cool.
So
2 dice, looking for the crit.
Yep.
Got it.
Got it.
In spades.
All right. So Daredevil has the scroll, and then with his other power, he's going to attempt to take that portal.
Absolutely.
So looking for 2 successes.
Got that too.
All right.
Ouch.
Yeah, good turn from Daredevil. And that's all he can do.
All right, so I'm going to go here on the other side of the board and just shore up the point that I do have. So Monarch is going to go up there, hang out next to Okoye. He's then going to spend 2 to go ahead and throw this Daily Bugle size terrain feature. And the question is, It's a long move enough to get to Gwen. Not quite. So it looks like we're going to be throwing it at Peter.
Okay.
So that is 4 incoming damage to Mr. Parker.
All right.
Got a crit. And gets a couple rerolls. Don't block at all. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Cool. Well, that happened. MODOK will then do a psionic blast into, I guess Peter Parker.
All right.
See if we can have a little bit more luck with him not getting rerolls.
Don't think I'll be as lucky this time. But.
So I've got 6 dice. This is going to hurt. I will sap a power. He doesn't have any power to sap. But those crits certainly hurt. That's a total of 7 successes. Yep, seems decent.
All right, let's see what we can do here. Blocking none, so he's going to take the remaining 3 damage that he had.
Yep.
And he'll be stunned.
All right, Dazed Parker. MODOK is not in range to do anything else, unfortunately. Gwen is not able to be yanked or anything with where she's at, so that will be the big head done.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Gwen next, and she's going to go just within range 2 here of Taskmaster. And we're going to do a spider technique, which is a 4 dice physical attack.
Absolutely.
And we'll see what we can get here.
2 successes.
2 successes, and I did get the wild, which is a throw. Oh, nope, I was looking at Miles Morales, my bad.
All right, 3. I do get to count that blank as a block, so he will take 1.
Okay, so I will gain a power, and then I get to move because I've already advanced this turn.
Absolutely.
So she's going to move back and reinforce this point with Miles. So we'll go... we'll just go like right here with her.
All right.
And she's done.
Okay. All right, so Kingpin is just going to hop over this potted plant, staying within range 1 of the objective, but getting within range 3 of Venom, which I might regret later. But for now, we're going to use a laser cane.
All right.
Onto Venom, so that's only 4 dice energy. 2 hits. You will not get to benefit from cover.
Okay.
Get the reroll. And blocks both.
All right.
Kingpin will then spend his 1 power and try to flip this point, which otherwise seems impossible to flip. This time he gets it in spades and no skulls to make his day sad. So that is all the Kingpin can do.
All right, so last up for me is Miles. Really tempted just to leave him on the point, but I think I'll go a little more offensive. So he's going to get to just within range 3 of Okoye, and then he's going to do his webline kick. So that's going to be 4 dice physical.
Yep.
And we're looking for a wild.
No wild, but 2 hits. 2 hits. So I don't get to count blanks, but I do get 2. My reroll's nothing, but she doesn't need it.
All right, that's it.
All right, Taskmaster is going to move, and then move again. So he's range 2 there, more importantly range 1 of that last point, and he will spend a power to attempt to flip it. He's got his 3 dice, needing 2 successes because of Gwen, and I get the 2 successes, but I also get a skull, which means he will be bamfed to a place where he probably doesn't want to go.
All right, yeah, I kind of like the strategy of just keeping him out of the way, so I think I'm going to go... Let's go this way.
All right. And that is all Taskmaster can do, so that is the end of round number 2. All right, counting everything up, I've got 3 points, MODOK standing on 1 of them so you can't see it. And then Daredevil over here did a lot of work, both getting the Scroll Agent and flipping that. So we will each score 3, so I'm going to go up to 5, you will go up to 4, as we head into round number 3.
Start of this round, I'm going to go with Venom, and he's going to just do a symbiote tendrils to Taskmaster, who kind of just appeared in his vision over there. So that's going to be a 5 dice physical attack.
Absolutely. He's got his 3. I don't get the blanks because I'm outside of that martial art range.
All right, so 2 so far.
Yep, got the crit.
3.
3 successes total. Taskmaster blocks 2 of it. So we'll be taking 1 more, and we'll gain the bleed condition.
All right, and Venom will gain a power for that. And from there, I might have to make a decision. All right, so I guess I'm going to do what you probably should never do and attack Taskmaster a second time.
Woohoo!
We'll see. So same attack, symbiote tendrils.
2 successes.
2, yep.
And Taskmaster gets the 2.
All right.
And because I want to see the photogenic reflexes at work, I think I will spend the 2 power and get a super counter strike. So this is going to be a 6 dice counter strike. For every crit and wild rolled, I get to deal a free point of damage onto Venom now.
All right.
You know, that seems about right. And I think I rolled the right amount of dice. But no damage going through even on 6.
All right. Well, I'm not going to lie. I would have liked a damage because then I'd have enough power to throw some stuff. But as it stands, I don't. So I think Venom is going to be done.
All right. All right. So I think getting just activations off the board is going to be the best play at this point. So Modok is going to throw a Psionic Blast into Peter Parker if he can.
I think I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 off of Gwen to lifesaver that, so he's within range 4, so I can pull him short
out of the way.
So it's going to be something like that. So we'll just go straight away from Modok.
Okay, well, in that case, I guess we go after the other Itsy Bitsy Spider. Got range 4 there as well.
He does have stealth, though.
Oh, he does have stealth. Oh no. Plan's ruined. Well, I guess Modok is going to come off the point just a little bit then. We'll go ahead and shift him up a decent little bit. And we'll then proceed to do the Sonic Blast. Let's see if I got back in range of Peter. I did. So I think I'll put this into Peter Parker.
Okay.
Do I make this a Doomsday Chair? No, because I like the Mystic. So, 6 dice Mystic going into Peter. Got a crit.
Pretty good.
I will spend 2 power to reroll 2 dice. So I will sap a power from Peter, notably, and then have 6 successes.
All right, Peter needs some successes here, so let's see what we get. There's
Blocks
2.
2.
And reroll, blocks 3.
Blocks 3, so it only takes 3 after all of it is said and done. So Modok will gain a total of 4 power because of the sap. I don't think Modok can really do too much else. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Twist the Knife, though. I will spend 2 power, and if I damaged an enemy character with an attack during its activation, after the attack is resolved, the attacking character may spend 2. Basically, I get to make an additional range 5 dice Mystic attack onto Peter Parker.
Okay.
So, no modifying this one, unfortunately, with Modok's special abilities. But
might not need to.
only 2 hits. Oh, 3 hits.
3 hits. All right. So here we go. Oh, I am not on a
Well,
point.
only 1 damage gets through, which is enough to keep Peter alive.
Yep, he's on 4.
And unfortunately, I did not put you within long movement range. So I think Modok, after all of that is said and done, will be done.
All right. Well, Peter's about done. I don't have much heal. I don't have any healing, so I think he would just kind of jump into battle here. So we're gonna go up here and play spend 3 power for all webbed up.
Absolutely.
So that'll give MODOK and Okoye the slow condition, and any attack against them from a web warrior is going to add 2 dice. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to I think I'm going to go ahead and do his strike.
Alright, 7 dice strike.
Yep.
Going into Okoye or MODOK.
We'll go into Okoye.
Alright.
4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Not great, but I do have a crit.
Yep, so 3 successes in total.
Yep.
Alright, Okoye does have her martial artist active. Man, she has the general for the reroll, so she's going to block 1. There was 3 incoming.
Yep.
So she will take 2 damage.
Okay.
And anything else Peter's planning on doing?
Yeah, he's going to... I was hoping to do 1 more so I could finish off with a throw, but I think I'll do the throw anyway, so I'll do a web of bolt, and I'm going to pick up that truck right next to Okoye and just throw it into Okoye.
Alright. Truck is removed. Okoye's got to make a dodge, which unfortunately she does not get a lot of help with, needing to block at least 1 here. And she blocks the 1. Oh, no, I need to block 2. She will take 2 damage, and that is enough for the days.
All right. That's Peter Parker done.
Alright. Alright, so Taskmaster, not a super fancy dude, is just going to move over here. Do want to make sure I'm staying outside of range 3 of Miles so he doesn't get to just wallop me. And we will throw a strike into Gwen.
Okay.
So it'll just be 5 dice. Pretty successful 5 dice. 4 hits,
Yeah.
including a wild, so she'll be bleeding after it's all said and done.
All right. So nothing yet. I did get 1 reroll. Nothing. So
So it
taking
takes
4.
4.
Ouch. 4 and a bleed.
Yep. And Taskmaster, speaking of bleeding, will take a point of damage from his bleed condition. And you know what? Give me 1 second. I might be able to pull off some shenanigans.
All right, well, I can't pass up an opportunity for a big attack, so I'm going to try it. I'm going to spend 2 power from Miles, and I'm going to web swing. And I'm actually going to web swing backwards from his target. So he's going to go just within range 3 there. And then we'll do a web line kick, which is going to have an additional 2 dice from the web swing.
Yep.
And an additional 2 dice from all webbed up. So that's going to take it up to 8 dice.
Big attack. I've only got 2 defense dice, but I am shutting off those wilds.
Yep. There we go. There's a few wilds in there.
Yep, got a crit.
All right, so I
So
think
a
just
total
2.
of 2 successes,
Ouch.
which really hurts.
Yep.
MODOK rolls his defense, gets a crit. He will block 1 and take 1 damage.
All right. I mean, at this point, I guess we're committed, so let's do it again. So this time it's just going to be 6 instead of 8.
Yep.
And there we go.
Got the crit again.
Yeah.
Just 2
again.
successes. No blocks, so MODOK will take another 2 damage,
All right.
capping him out at 10 power.
Which is scary, and Miles is done.
All right. All right, so I'm going to go with Black Panther, and because I know Daredevil was in range to strike me, I know I'm in range to strike him. So we're going to start with a 5 dice strike onto Daredevil. I don't expect this to do a lot of damage, but I do get that guaranteed push, which will get him off of the point.
Yep.
Just 2.
All right.
And blocking 1.
Yeah. So reroll that.
Yep,
Blocking
and
2.
blocks the 2. So, that is unfortunate, but also somewhat foreseen. And we will just push him to the edge of the board. And Black Panther will then spend a power to see if he can't get lucky and flip that back over to our side. He does, but he also got a skull. So feel free to teleport him as you see fit.
All right. That's going to keep him in range 1, so I guess we'll go back.
Makes sense. And second action will then just be, let's see, Venom's web pool is range 4, right?
I believe so, yeah.
So we will move long.
Yep.
Just around the tree since it's size 3. Plenty of room. And see if I can balance outside of 2 of Daredevil and outside of 4 of Venom. It is a beautiful world over here. Panther will unfortunately take another point of damage from the bleed condition because he was busy doing other things. Would have been nice to have just been able to teleport, or he didn't get teleported rather, but such is the way of the world. That is Panther done.
All right, I'm going to go with Daredevil. He's going to do a baton hook, which is range 4, 4 dice physical. Again, not really looking for damage, but let's see one of those wilds. Nope.
Nothing at all.
All right.
Black Panther doesn't have any reason to roll, so he'll just stay where he's at.
All right. Well, I've got a short movement because of the scroll, but I think if I do it right, I can still get back within range 1.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We'll just move him so he's kind of touching like that.
Yep, easily within range 1.
Okay, and I...
Looking for 2 successes.
Yep, I'll try to flip it. 3 dice. Got it.
Got it in spades. Man, we're either rolling nothing or all of it.
All right, that's it for Daredevil.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to burn another tactic card. This time it's going to be field dressing to get Okoye standing back up. She will be kind of permanently slowed, which is unfortunate, but I think the chance to take out Spidey is going to be also worth it. So we will start with a Vibranium Spear Blast, just the 4 dice energy. You know what? I guess there's no reason to not just do a strike instead, because I can get more power. But, back and forth. We'll go with the energy attack. It guarantees me a power. And I can only deal 1 damage anyway. So I guess it doesn't really matter. And I'm just rambling. Did get a crit. Oof. And I got the reroll. Man. Okoye's rolling hot. That's 5 hits.
All right, I need to
so
get
Spider-Man
that,
needs some crits here.
Yep. Nope, I got 1, but not gonna matter.
Enough.
All right, so Spider-Man is knocked out.
Yep. Spider-Man is finished off. She will gain 1 power for that. And now she's got a couple of options. I don't think I want to give Miles the power that he needs to be able to heal up over there. So I think she is going to instead spend 2 power for yet another card, this one being Medpack, bringing her back to full health. So I'm instead going to just shake the slow condition, that way she's open for objective play later. It does leave her only on 1 health, so Medpack might be the right decision. It's kind of tough to tell right now since there's so many other important characters on the board. But I don't want to Vibranium Spear Blast Miles because then he can possibly get to heal up Spider-Gwen, which would be kind of a feel-bad. But that is all for her.
All right, last up for me is Gwen. She's kind of limited here, so she's on 1 health left with bleed, so I'm going to shake that. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to do the point while she's here. So we'll spend a power, and I need to get 2 successes here, which I did.
Once again, man, it's either all or nothing with these.
And no skull, which is nice. Then she's gonna move, and I think she's just gonna get away from Taskmaster and towards some of her buddies over here. So let's go ahead and do the full length there.
All right.
And that's going to be it for Gwen.
All right, so I can't just have Kingpin sitting back here doing nothing. And this may be the wrong place since Gwen can easily just leap over and steal my point away. We're going to move up and do a strike into Venom. So just 5 dice, nothing too impressive, but hopefully enough to get a little bit of damage in. Not with a roll like that. I did get a single wild, which will activate some abilities for me, but probably not getting any damage in. Nope. However, I can push you short. All right, so I get to apply the stun condition onto Venom now. I won't push him away because instead I'm going to advanced R&D from Okoye. She's going to spend 3 power, giving 1 to MODOK, 1 to Taskmaster, and 1 to Kingpin. Then Kingpin will spend 2 power for his street level negotiations and will throw Venom into Gwen.
All right.
So Venom will take a guaranteed 1, and Gwen will hopefully fall over, but we shall see.
All right.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so that's going to daze Gwen.
And that should be the round. All right, so as we move into round number 4, I've only got 2 points, giving me up to 7. Evan, however, has 4, giving him the lead for the first time in the game. And we will go into round number 4. All right, before you get to go, during the power phase, anything else happens, I'm going to spend 10 power to play all according to plan. That is going to be 5 power from Taskmaster, 1 power from Kingpin, and 4 power from MODOK, and I'm going to steal priority from Evan and get first activation, which definitely might be that. Alright, so MODOK is going to start by doing some psionic blasts, and we already talked about it. Unfortunately, Gwen is just out of reach of the lifesaver here.
Yeah.
So MODOK gets to kind of get to go at it here. So we're going to start with a psionic blast, 6 dice mystic into Mr. Miles. And MODOK just continues to do MODOK things, getting a total of 6 successes, and we will totally sap a power as well.
Okay. All right.
Blocking 2.
About as good as we can do. All right, blocking 2.
Yep. So takes 4.
Okay.
And MODOK will gain 4. Filling up his power reserves quite quickly. And I guess we do that again.
All right.
So another 6 dice. Not as crazy, do get a crit. We'll go ahead and spend 2 power for the rerolls for a total of 5 successes this time.
All right. Yep, you got him.
Yep.
So 1 more damage.
1 more damage.
All right, that's Miles dazed.
Yep, I did sap 1 more power for what it's worth.
Okay.
And MODOK's not really able to do much else over there after double attacking, but he did his job. So that is MODOK done.
All right, I'm going to go with Venom, and he's going to turn around and pull Taskmaster towards him. So I'll spend 2 power for Web Snare, and that's going to be a medium move towards. So unfortunately, I've got to go the full length unless I go into one of these plants, which I think is what I'll do.
Cool.
So I'll just kind of bump him up against that.
Absolutely.
And then,
keeping me outside of the range too.
Yep. And then I will do a symbiote tendril.
Absolutely. 5 dice
5
versus
dice.
3.
Yep.
Pretty successful there.
Got 4.
Taskmaster blocking nothing, so that is just a dazed Taskmaster.
Okay, so I will only gain 1 power for that because of the stun.
Yep.
And now I'm going to have to think for a second about what I want Venom's next action to be. Alright, so for my second action, I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 power off of Venom for extreme conditioning, which is going to let him advance long, which is really nice for Venom. So I think if I go just over here to about there.
Go the distance.
Yep, and then I'll spend his last power to attempt to get that portal. So only 2 dice, but I only need 1 success. So let's see if we can get it. Got it?
Got it.
All right. That's going to be it for Venom.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to spend 2 from Black Panther here and activate the Mantle of the Black Panther. And then do a strike onto Daredevil, needing these rerolls quite a bit.
Yeah.
Skull doesn't get to be rerolled, and the rerolls don't help, so just 2 damage.
All right.
2 successes, resulting in all blocked.
Oh yeah, he has blanks. I forgot about that.
So we'll push him into the little dumpster here. That way his second attack will still be able to push him elsewhere. We'll do a second attack though.
Okay.
Got a crit. Yeah. There we go. And the rerolls. There we go. 5 whole successes. Now if Daredevil blocks nothing here, I'll be very happy.
All right. I think I at least have a chance to block something.
Yeah, you're blocking plenty.
All right, and I do get to reroll this because I'm holding an objective, right?
Yep. All right, so
Block
only 2 damage gets through, unfortunately, and because I'm stunned, Panther only gets 1 power. I will still push Daredevil away. Probably more like that angle. In hopes of flipping this point by spending that 1 power and actually keeping it. Well, I did get 1 hit, so I flip it, but I'm also then teleported wherever Evan wants.
Okay. I guess I might as well bring you this way.
Yep. All right, and Black Panther will take a point from bleed, and that is his activation over.
All right, well, in kind of typical fashion for this game, Daredevil is going to attack back. So we'll just do a strike against Black Panther. So that's going to be 5 dice physical.
Yep.
I got
2 successes. Panther
right over there, sorry.
blocks 2 with the blank counting.
Yep. Okay, so nothing. Then for his second action, he's just going to move up. And
Flip the console back, this time only needing 1 success.
yep, so spin power.
And
get
doesn't get it, does get the skulls,
Mm-hmm.
which means I'll probably just, I'll send you back to a good dumpster position for Black Panther's liking. And Daredevil done?
Yep, that's all I can do.
All right, I'm going to go with Kingpin. He's going to turn around and take a swipe at Venom here. So 5 dice headbutt. Oh my goodness, just 1 success.
All right, got it.
Yep. There's not a lot else for him to really do here, so he's just going to go ahead and do it again.
Okay.
A little bit more successful that time. Got 4 with the wild.
Okay.
Gets the reroll.
Blocking 1.
So take 3.
All right.
So Kingpin will get 3 power, which is nice. I did get the wild. You're already stunned, but I will push you this time. And we will send Venom out, and away.
All right.
And that is Kingpin done.
All right. So I have Gwen left to go. She's going to go heal up her buddy Miles. So she's just going to move to get within range to do that. Spend 4 for field dressing.
Absolutely.
And so that will remove the daze from Miles and heal him 1. And then she's going to move. And this time I'm going to be, we'll think a little bit ahead and make sure that she can still protect people if she has to. So I'll just guard this point and call her good there.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to go with Okoye here. She is going to move, and I will declare a vibranium spear thrust into Miles.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and lifesaver it and move him back short, which may or may not get out of range.
It's only a range 2 attack.
Yeah, well, you'll get a follow-up, but this will at least put me on a point to give me rerolls on skulls if I have to.
Yep. All right, so she is still within range 3. So she's got the Vibranium Spear Blast that she can still do, and I think she has to do. We need to get this 1 point of damage in, so we will do that. So just 4 dice energy.
Okay. That's pretty good.
That's all right, Okoye. 5 hits.
All right.
Can't ask much better.
Crits here, which we got.
Oh my goodness. Please no.
Then Spider Sense.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, she gets her 1 power that she is guaranteed, but that is all she gets. And that is Okoye done.
All right, well, Miles is feeling really lucky to be alive, and he's just going to get out of there. So he's going to move and we'll spend the 2 for a web swing. And it does put him in range. So I think while I'm here, I might as well attack Black Panther.
Absolutely.
So web line kick, 6 dice with the 2 extra from the web swing.
Yep.
Looks like 3.
3 successes. Black Panther
Got it.
rolls like a beast.
All right. And then Miles will spend a power to attempt to get that portal.
Yep.
Looking for 1 success, which I got.
Got it.
All right. That's Miles done.
Okay. And that is the round. So looking at the board, you're going to be scoring 5 points, unfortunately. 3 from the different captured portals, as well as 2 from Daredevil, putting you up to 13. And I will get a singular point going to 8, unfortunately. So need a big swing here. Thankfully, I do have priority, so we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, so Black Panther has to activate first here. Need him to do some work, and he's going to go after Miles with a 5-dice strike. Hopefully Miles doesn't do crazy things again, especially since I've only got 2 hits.
All right.
Crazy things again. Okay, I think we have to do it again. Just another... Oh, I guess I push you away. Ooh, let's see. I don't know if I can push you away and keep you in range, unfortunately. So I guess my best bet here is just to push you into the tree. Not super flashy, but had to do something. We will then... Am I in range for a second strike?
I think you're just out.
Just out.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
So second strike has to go into Daredevil.
Okay.
Just need to chip in this 1 point of damage. Got a crit, so who knows? Might just get lucky enough. 4 damage.
All right.
Gets 1 reroll.
So taking 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that enough?
That might be. Yeah, that is enough.
All right. Unfortunately, Panther only gets 1 power, but you do drop that. Oh, now I've got thinking. I really wish I wasn't stunned. All right. So Black Panther, this stun is really just killing him. He's going to spend the last 2 and just pounce. Do paste the scroll over there, and we're going to pounce on top of Miles.
All right.
And hope that you do not roll as ridiculously as you have been. Oh, come on. Yep.
Blocking it.
Just enough. That's unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. Panther will take a point of damage from the bleed, and he is done.
All right. I'm going to go with Miles. I feel like I got to pick up that scroll. So he's going to move for his first action and get just within range 1. And then he'll spend a power. Pick that up. He'll spend 2 power for a web swing, and we're going to try to get back over by our buddy over here.
Absolutely.
So here, and then I've got to move short. So let's go all the way up on top of the building here. And let me just make sure I'm within
3
range here. Looks like I
for
am,
days.
so that will be Miles done, and he's just gonna be scared up on that building.
Absolutely. All right, so Miles needs to go down this turn, no matter what. It's not even a question. It's just a question of how to get it to happen. So the first thing that's going to happen is Kingpin is going to move up to here. And then I'm going to do a lot of pre-measuring that's going to be boring on camera and harder to do with only one hand. So we'll be right back. All right, so Kingpin, after moving, we're going to go ahead and spend a power, try to flip the portal. Oh man, not a success and a skull. That's not good.
All right.
Do with him as you see fit.
Well, let's just move him as far away from Miles as possible.
Yep, that's about the worst possible scenario for me right there, and maybe shouldn't have even gone for the portal there. So Kingpin will still take a second action, and the short movement tool is just a little bit longer than that of the range, so we'll put him up to the edge and see if we get lucky. No, we're not quite in range. So, with that in mind, oh man, I guess we'll just spend 2 power and throw the car at Venom.
Okay.
Nope, already blocked it all.
Yep.
All right, that is Kingpin done.
All right, I'm going to go with Gwen next, and I'm going to try to keep the pressure on here. So we're going to go with a move, and then an attack into Okoye with Spider Technique.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be 4 dice physical. Just one.
It's 1. She blocks it.
Yep. But I do get a move after that, so we're going to move up here. Whoops. And I will try to get that portal.
Absolutely. Last power to do it.
Yep.
Probably worthwhile. Needs 2.
Got it.
And man, me contesting these points has not mattered a single time.
All right.
All right. And that is Gwen done.
That is Gwen done.
All right. All right. Well, I need to capture every one of the points because I currently control 0 of them. And if Evan has 1 of them along with this scroll that I just think is impossible for me to get here, he just wins the game this turn. So we'll start by nuking Gwen with MODOK with a Psionic Blast. 6 dice. We'll spend the 1 power for a total of 5 successes.
All right.
And we will totally sap a power.
She doesn't have one to sap, but
Never mind
you're going to just outright KO her.
Cool. MODOK will then spend 1 to interact with the portal. Gets it.
Okay.
Back to the good guys, quote unquote. And from there, MODOK will begin trekking the direction that might matter, but probably won't, but we'll try to get him there. And that is MODOK done.
All right, I'm going to go with Venom. I could pass here, but I think I need to get on the point, so yeah, just move him up. And then I'm just going to move him again to try to position a little bit and maybe block Okoye's path through here. So probably something like that. Yeah. All right, that's Venom.
It is all or nothing at this point, so Okoye is going to move. And looks like Venom is going to be pretty successful in blocking her path, unfortunately. So we'll try to move again, get her just there. And it looks like just out, unfortunately. So
You can here. You can just have
get it
touch,
to the
right?
edge
So
edge.
just touching there.
With that, she would be in.
All
So
right, we're calling it good.
we'll say sure. Mercy ruling. And this is where she fails the dice roll anyway. Oh, she gets it too, but she also gets the skull, so she gets teleported.
All right. We'll just go.
Away.
Yep. Just go there, I guess.
All right, Okoye will end over there. We'll have that point. Taskmaster's the only one to go. He's already within one of that point over there. So he will start by spending a power, and he will roll 3 dice. Gets it, but also has a skull. So he'll flip this one at least.
All right, and I guess we'll just go at as much of an angle away as possible. I don't know if that's going to take him out or not, but we will find out.
Yep. All right. We've got 2 medium movements, and I don't think it's going to be quite enough, but we will squeeze every little bit out that we can. Put him up to the edge. Yep, I think that skull may have just done us in. Because I think another range 2 would have gotten him there for sure. But with that, Taskmaster is done, and the Web Warriors will squeeze out their 3 points, denying the Crime Syndicate a comeback, probably as should be. Good game, sir.
That was a good game. That was a close one.
Yeah.
That was a great game. Honestly, that was probably one of the more fun games I've played. It just felt like every turn and every activation was impactful, and I don't know, I mean, we took a lot of time thinking between turns. It just felt like a chess match between the two of us, so I had a really good time. I think that the scenarios probably suited the Web Warriors just a little bit better, so that probably helped me out quite a bit. Having the fast movers helped. And really, I got pretty fortunate with Daredevil getting the scroll because he could hold it better than anyone. He's surprisingly tanky, and even especially in Web Warriors, which I was kind of glad to see. I was hoping that would work out, and it did. So overall, I had a lot of fun with this squad. I feel like this scenario didn't really play to some of the Criminal Syndicate's strength, so I would still like to see what they can do in a different scenario, because I think they could be pretty scary. And I know that especially like say MODOK and all that they have access to is pretty crazy. So yeah, overall, again, had a blast. Thanks for having me, Nate, and can't wait for the next one.
So first things first, a fantastic game and good game to Evan. Thank you for coming out. It's always a pleasure to have you. And while the score doesn't fully reflect it, I think this game was actually pretty close. Granted, if I had done the smart thing and moved Kingpin to throw Miles for the guaranteed damage, then moved to the point and maybe had a chance, but a pretty slim one, as many points ahead as Evan was at that point, since Vision would have still been healthy, but mistakes are how you learn. One of the things that is great about the Crime Syndicate is how much overlap they have with the Spider Foes and Cabal affiliations, so that if a mission setup comes up that doesn't really favor the Syndicate, like this one, you could swap to the Cabal and be more reactive and have some faster characters available on the board. But I wanted to show off what I could do with the shiny new toys today, and it was still a lot of fun. Real quick, I want to say thank you as always to my patrons for helping me cut out the boards and so many other things. Your contributions really do help make this a little bit easier on me, which I really do appreciate. So you got a sneak peek at some of the new terrain that I'm going to have coming up hopefully soon. I've got to finish painting it, and there's other characters to paint. There's just so much awesome around the corner, and I'm excited to share it all with you. If you want to help support the channel and see new tables come to life, consider looking at the Patreon page. I'll have a link down in the description below. As well, I have links to my email address and Facebook page if you have any questions about the game itself, or the channel, what I do, any of the above. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.